everyone. I'm here to share a practice with you all. I hope you all are staying healthy and finding some things to do around the house. I can't believe how busy I've been without leaving my home. But it's been good. So welcome to our Beechwood Yoga Studio down here. Yoga, gym, multi-purpose area. I'm going to just guide about a 30-minute practice with the intention of just some strength. I think times like this, we all need to feel strength and some hope, and hopefully we can lean on one another to find those qualities, but hopefully we can look inside ourselves and know that each of us have that inside of us. So we're just going to start by having a nice easy seat, however that feels good to you. I'm going to sit with my legs crossed. And when you feel comfortable, just closing your eyes and just taking a moment to be in the space. It's a good time to just start checking in with your body. Check in with your breath. And just know that each one of us carries so much strength that we can share with others. We're all being really brave during this time. For example, filming myself is something so uncomfortable for me, but I'm going to be brave and I'm going to do it. So hopefully I can share positive messages that will help others. So when you're ready, you can just flutter the eyes open. We're going to just start warming up the spine a little bit and finding some movement. So we're going to just take our heart and lengthen and lean over our left knee, maybe reaching out and finding some length in the right side body and tucking the head to the knee if possible. And then crawling back up to a seated position. And again, finding length first and then leaning over to the right. And once we're here, maybe reaching up, finding some length in that left side body. And crawling back up. Maybe finding some length again. Taking a nice big inhale, opening our chest, guiding our chest to the sky. And then exhaling, tucking our chin. And finding like a C curve in our back to open up the back of our spine. A few motions with our own breath, inhaling and lifting, and exhaling and dropping it down. As we lift, just make sure we kind of let the head go along for the ride, but we don't want to collapse the neck and we don't want to overextend. Just let all the tension go and just let the gaze naturally go up to the ceiling. And as we tuck, then we round the spine, tuck the chin to the chest. And then just pausing for a moment. Take our right hand up to the sky and then just maybe leaning over towards our left. And then bring ourselves back up. And then left hand on the inhale comes up. And then exhaling, falling over to the right side. And then finding some movement and play around with this a little bit. And connecting to the breath where we inhale and lift, exhale, slide over to one side. Connect with your own breath for a few rounds. And then finding some stillness. We're just going to draw the shoulders to the ears on the inhale. Exhaling, rolling down the spine, shoulders down the back. And again, inhaling. And exhaling, letting it roll. One more time, inhaling up. And exhaling, letting it roll. So hopefully our spine's getting a little warmed up. We're going to take a nice big inhale up. Left hand to right knee, finding a little twist. Make sure we're not grabbing onto that knee. It's just there to guide you. We're not clenching onto it. Our movements should be strong and smooth without tension. And again, inhaling up and then exhaling to the opposite side. And then coming back to neutral. When you're ready, finding your tabletop position where your hands are directly underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hips, and finding some movement. So maybe coming to child's pose and then coming back up, maybe circling out. However that makes sense to you, just find some movement here. And with this movement, we're connecting it to our breath. And when you're ready, finding some stillness. We're going to take our left knee and place it in the center of our mat. And we're going to take our right leg and cross it over our left. And our gaze is going to go towards that right foot. Really finding some length through the right side body. Taking a moment and pausing. This pose for me makes me feel extremely strong. And also very graceful, which is not something I call myself. And then bring our knee back to meet the left. And then again, the right knee is going to go in the middle of our mat. Left leg out and over. And then the gaze looking over our right. Good. And returning it back to one another. We're going to take our first down dog. And our hamstrings might not be ready for it, so make sure that we are keeping our knees bent to start until we get a little warmed up. So we're going to tuck our toes, and we're going to drive our hips to the sky, and keeping our knees bent. And now maybe you want to find some movement here. And then finding some stillness. We're going to take the right leg up to the sky, and we're going to swing it through to our hands. As we're here, just relax. We're going to drop the left knee and flatten the left foot. Our hands come to our knees, finding our low lunge. Then we're going to take our arms up overhead. Feel the support and feel how strong your legs are holding your body. Really grounding that right foot. Making really strong contact with that left top of your foot. Arms are going to meet the mat. We're going to tuck our back toe, come back to our down dog, and maybe we feel pretty good to find a little more length in our hamstrings. And we're going to take that left leg and swing it up to the sky and having it reach our hands. And again, slowly lower the right leg down, untuck the foot. When you're there, hands can come to the knee. And just pause for a moment here. Feel the strength rooted in your foot. And then arms can come up when you're ready. And then exhaling, hands are going to meet the mat. We're going to tuck that back toe, find that down dog once again. And then our knees are going to go wider than our hips, and we're going to sit back in a wide-legged child's pose. Just pause for a moment here. An excellent time to check in with your breath. We got our blood pumping a little bit. Maybe you notice that some things are flowing a little easier. But whatever you notice that you have strength. You are strong, and you're capable of making it through all of this. When you're ready, we're going to shift our body weight, tuck our toes back to that down dog position. We're going to bend our knees and we're going to look at the top of our mat. We're either going to jump or step to the top of our mat. When we're here, we're just going to hang out in this forward fold. It's okay. The legs aren't fully straight. And if they are straight, just make sure that your knees aren't locked. And on the inhale, hands come to shin. Gaze is going to go above the mat. And exhaling, dropping down. And we're going to really root our feet into our mat. And we're going to find so much strength in our body. We're just going to take a nice big inhale up, arms come up, and exhale, sealing it down to heart center. Just pausing for a moment here. And then hands can come by your side. And we're just going to take a moment in mountain pose. Mountain pose is such a powerful pose where we're rooted to the ground. Our energy is flowing freely. We feel the support and the strength of our legs and our core holding our body up. Taking a nice big inhale overhead. Exhaling, dropping down. Inhaling, hands come to shin. And exhaling, dropping down. And as we're here, we're going to take our hands, we're going to step our right leg back onto the mat. We're going to find our high lunge here. So hands can come to the knee, and then when you're ready, arms are going to come up. Feeling such a strong pose here, where our legs are strong, our core is engaged, our gaze is strong. Exhaling, dropping the hands, having that right leg meet the left, staying in a forward fold. Inhaling, hands to shin, and exhaling, dropping down. Let that head hang so heavy, where all the tension just falls. And we're going to take a nice big inhale with strength, all the way up, and exhale, seal it. And then pause for a moment in mountain. Again, big, strong inhale. Exhaling, dropping down. Inhaling, hands to shins. Exhaling, dropping down. Now we're going to step that left leg back, finding a nice high lunge. And when you're ready, hands can then come to your quad. And then arms up when you're ready. Feeling our foot rooted into our mat. And our back leg just driving so much energy and power. And then exhaling, hands come to the mat. Meeting the right. Inhaling, shins. Exhaling, dropping down. Then again, with strength and energy, inhaling up. And then exhaling, sealing it. Just pausing for a moment here. We're going to take our left leg and we're going to drive it back to make sure that left leg is pointing sideways, and we want our right leg pointing forward, if that makes sense. Preparing ourselves for warrior two. So we're going to bend in here, and once you have the placement down of your feet and it feels really good and stable, then we're going to add in the arms for our warrior two. This pose symbolizes strength. When you're ready, we're going to flip that right palm, extend that right leg, and driving it back for a peaceful warrior. This symbolizes hope. And then driving back to our warrior two. We're going to come up and we're going to have our feet both facing forward in that direction for a wide-legged forward fold. Hands are going to come to our hips, and we're going to Lead with our heart center and slowly start to drop the head. If you need blocks, you can put blocks up here, totally fine. If you can reach the mat, that's fine as well. And just letting all the tension from your head and neck just drop. I always like to find some movement here. It's so fun and playful to just kind of rock back and forth. Nice and gentle. And then finding stillness. And again, finding that strength where our hands come to our hips. And we use our core and front body to raise up. And maybe heel toeing for just a moment back together. And taking a moment here. Now we're going to go to the left side where we're going to point that left toe forward and keep that right foot pointing towards me. I'm pointing towards you. So we're going to bend into that left leg. Just make sure your leg is in alignment with one another. They shouldn't be leaning too far, knee over toe. It should be just in alignment with one another. Once you're there, arms are going to come up, finding our warrior two on this side. Really finding strength. Our gaze is strong. We're strong, but there's no tension. We're not grinding our teeth or clenching our jaw. We're going to flip that left hand at the same time. We're going to raise up, straightening that front leg and finding our peaceful warrior. Finding hope. And then coming back to our warrior two. And coming back up, we're going to flip our feet. And just one more time, wide-legged forward fold. So hands are going to reach your hips, and we're going to gaze in front of our mat, leading with our heart center. And then just dropping our head, finding our mat. We want our weight to go into our toes, not so much in our heels. And again, finding our strength, rooting our feet into the mat, hands come to our hips. We're going to use our strength to pop ourselves back up, and then heel toeing back together. It's a little dance. Then we're going to find the top of our mat here. We're going to inhale our arms up, exhaling, diving down. Both hands are going to meet the mat. We're going to step it back to a high plank. I have a broken wrist. Well, I'm recovering from a broken wrist, so be mindful of my alignment's a little off, but it'll get there. And from our high plank, we're going to go back to our down dog. Again, leading with our hips to the sky. And maybe if we want some movement, we can find some movement. Dropping the knees, finding our child's pose. Something about this pose makes me feel secure and comfortable and protected. We're going to take our arms and just let our arms hang and wrap around our body. And when we're ready, slowly coming up and making our way onto our backs. And knees can be bent. And knees just slightly rest on one another, arms can come long. And just pause for a moment. And just reflect on what makes you so unique and so strong. And what you have to offer for other people. And it doesn't matter if you're awkward on film or uncomfortable with it. The big picture is you can be brave and you can be strong. And you can help others out by sharing your gift.
When you're ready, we're going to take our feet to the sky, and then arms are going to come along. You can find some movement if you want to play, just letting the blood go the opposite direction. Then we're going to hug our knees to chest and finding some movement, rolling out our lower back. And just pausing for a moment here. And now feet can meet the mat. And now's the time, if you would like to take Shavasana, to maybe put on some socks or a sweatshirt and start to prepare yourself for Shavasana. For those of you who don't know what Shavasana is, it's a moment after practice, typically at least 6 minutes long of just rest and relaxation. The purpose of it is to allow your body to respond to all of the wonderful things you just brought it. So if you are preparing for Shavasana, now is the time to prepare by typically lying on your back, and your body temperature does drop a little bit. So I would recommend putting on some socks, a sweatshirt, I bundle up, a blanket, whatever you need. So I will allow you to do that in your own time. But for those of you who are opting out of Shavasana, I just end all my yoga practices with just a moment where we have our eyes closed and to really just reflect on what we've done. So when you're ready in a seated position, and if you are taking Shavasana, you can listen to this afterwards, beforehand, whatever you want. It's your practice. It's totally cool. So taking a moment, nice big inhale through our nose. Sighing on the exhale. And again, inhaling through our nose. Sighing on the exhale. And one more time. Nice big inhale. Sighing on the exhale. And then hands can come to heart center if that feels comfortable. I just want to thank you all for sharing your practice with me today. In times like this, I hope we can really lean on one another and share our gifts with everyone who may be needing it. So just know always that you are strong, and you are brave, and we're going to be okay as long as we have each other to lean on. As always, namaste. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Thank you.